Hey, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, I believe, was Mount Rokon, or Rokon, I still don't know how to say it.
Roken out with your coke out.
We're in the void. We have managed to get some light from the first, and, you know, shoot a big laser, you know, take it through the,
sword.
What do they call it? You know, the space between spaces, basically. Bring it over here, blast a hole in this whole Veil of Darkness area sort of thing here. And Lunar Subterrane. All ready?
Yep.
Believe so.
We're on our way to get Ajdaya back from Golbez's clutches. Hopefully it won't be too long for you here. We're just looking for a tank.
Weapon. Come on, tank. You can do it. I believed in you.
This is the last dungeon of the content that we have.
Yeah, it is.
This is it. This is the last dungeon for Endwalker. We've been running it a lot lately.
This place's music is, I believe, is going to be a remix of... Yeah, it's a remix of Kingdom of Baron from Final Fantasy IV. One of my favorite songs from that game. And the source of the...
I'm interested to see how you react to certain parts of this dungeon.
Alright.
Because I have a feeling it's probably all from stuff, and I just don't know what it is. But you might know what it is.
I think that enemy over there is the very first enemy you fight in FF4. The Void Moon.
The very first enemy you fight.
It's called something else, but...
Big jackass, huh?
I thought this guy looked familiar. But then I thought, nah, it's just because I run this every week. Sometimes twice.
Well, you know, Dracula's called and he's coming tonight.
Thermal expansion.
Yeah, the original version of this song, Kingdom of Baron, is the source of a stupid neural connection I've made that I reference sometimes, which is the song starts with this like, you know, violin or something going like do 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 do. And in a PE class, my friend Charlie, whenever he missed a shot, would always go like no in like this perfect arpeggio. When we were playing ping pong, we would just do this, and I always thought it sounded like this song, so I was just extended into no, 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 no,
no, no, no.
I remembered the no. I didn't realize it was connected to this song though.
Yeah. I will need to go through FF4 with you guys sometime.
Maybe.
It's not the most amazing polished game in the world, but it's solid and established a lot of cool things.
Did you say polished or posh?
Polished.
I should have said posh.
It would potentially be nice to know what the fuck some of this shit is.
Dark elves!
Yes. 2 gimmicks to this fight. They're both pretty easy. 1, don't stand in line with totems. It's a 4x4 ground. And 2, if it flashes a symbol, stand in a square with the opposite symbol.
What do you mean opposite symbol?
It'll be obvious when it happens. The floor is going to glow with different... Yeah, so right now go in a square.
They're all
now
squares.
This is a floor.
Alright.
The gimmick to the fight is that these column markers here are going to make themselves invisible and then go off at a later time.
Ah.
Yeah, so
telegraphed only by what he's casting. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to try to stick to a safe spot best you can. Not always possible, but... Ruinous Confluence is the make those go up.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I got hit.
Ugh.
The tank.
If you get hit by one, it puts Doom on you, and it gives you this stack, which I think if you get 3 of these, then you just die.
Really, you have to get as many as 3?
Yeah, because I've gotten 2 before and didn't die, so...
Huh. Nope. Over here. Come over here. Over here.
I thought the things went off already. Nope, apparently not. Okay. See, I thought those were going to go off at the same time, and then I'm like, oh, somehow I avoided damage from both sources. But no. Okay. Well, the thing's almost fucking dead
Dork!
anyway. Yeah. Well, it's worth it. I don't recognize this thing, so...
This isn't really the part I was thinking of. The first
Okay.
third of this dungeon is whatever. It's the last 2/3 that are interesting.
This one seems dangerous.
Have care.
Is this just a heal check, or did I fail something?
No,
That
I
was
think
a
you're
good
good.
Okay.
This will die before this goes off.
Yeah,
so-
this won't. Haha! Treasure.
I will probably want to
Grab
take this.
the loot.
I will pass on everything for you.
Thank you.
I normally try to greed stuff that isn't goldsmithing, but that is less important than you getting gear.
Thank you. Ooh, we're gonna go through some Golbez memories or something.
Precisely. What once was.
Precisely.
Is this the 13th before it fell to
Yeah,
darkness?
that was Durante. There he is. Yeah, this is the 13th as it was in the process of being overrun.
First
Something.
the villages and now the capital. Nothing is exempt.
I see. We got ourselves a what would you call this? A Amarot archetype of dungeon.
Yeah.
Repeated in the dead ends, and then again here. I have a feeling this won't be the last time we get such a dungeon. It's a good way of delivering exposition.
It's a plot dungeon.
Yeah, you get to learn while fighting monsters, so you're not just skipping through a cutscene. Or, you know, mashing through or whatever.
You
And
gave
you're
me
also
information
not
about the
just
world
fighting
that I could
monsters.
learn, and I had a good time doing it. I had a good time reading Fae Tolkien. Shoot,
Is that, what
get out of here.
was that the one that was about, like, different Daedric princes and, like, what not to do around them and stuff?
Yes, yeah.
What not to do at a stoplight.
I'm
Well, you
glad
shouldn't look
got
for a
what that was.
coin.
We knew we were elsewhere. Cowards.
Jump over the dead lady.
It's so rude. She just was selling fruit.
Yeah,
You
and then
didn't need to
dies.
style on her.
Oh, I forgot to pick a dance partner. Whoops.
Whoopsies.
You should pick me.
Ooh, pick me, pick me. No, I probably
The
didn't
song
need to do
fits
that.
this location way more than the, you know, black cubes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was wondering when I saw the initial screenshot of the dungeon, and then I heard the song. I'm like, why is this the place that has this? But now it all makes sense. I mean, this
Can I
more or less,
explain?
it looks like a generic fantasy city, but I mean, this is basically what. Oh wait, Dempsey and Antlion. This is a really early boss in FF4.
So he's gonna do this dashing around thing. These arrows move you 1 space forward.
2.
If you... Oh, it's 2. Right,
Okay.
Don't ignore me. The stone pillars on the side are gonna get crumbled when he does this, one per side. And he's also going to do the quicksand, so you got to line it up so you don't stand in front of a crumbled one.
Like here.
I'll go to Joel.
And
Stick
as
with
soon
me
as
and
he
you'll go far,
does
kid.
This, why did I walk into that? What the fuck? He's going to do a stack marker. As soon as it goes off, do your dancer dash out of it, because it's going to make a sand pit.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Some of us have to run for a living. Pound sand.
Oh, no, 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 no. I'm just remembering that the first boss of FF4 is the final boss of the Burn, for some reason. The Mist Dragon.
That seems like a random place for that.
Yeah. So it's that back pillar and the close one on this side.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
thankfully I was not in that.
I usually run this as healer, and it's always nice how the timing on this one works out, because it's a 60-second cooldown for my bubble and my sprint, and I get that back as soon as he does it again.
You get that back, those cooldowns you spend. You get those back.
Oh no, if we get this dungeon in the future, it's not going to sync up as nicely because we're going to get through the mechanics quicker. Except probably not actually, because it's probably based on just
No,
time.
it's
Right now we're getting
yeah,
to them a little
always
slower.
timed.
Just a little. I think here was nice. It didn't matter. Touch.
That they
Greed.
command such terrible beasts bodes ill. We've no time to lose.
We've no time to lose.
Nowhere to run!
I think not.
We gotta keep an eye out for the help me.
Yeah, it's a couple of holes here. So, part of the thing here is that, like, this is Golbez's memory, and we're, like, you know, experiencing this through him. I don't know how all four of us separately are representing him as one entity.
Well, because, you know,
But,
he split himself into 4 guys.
Oh, okay. That sounds useful. I could have one of me sitting here playing this game, and then the other 3 making eggs in the kitchen.
Eggs.
You name Pokemon?
No.
Oh.
I dare say we'll be faster if we split up.
Oh yeah, they
Those
literally,
are just-
the map literally calls this place Baron. I was gonna say that it looked
Yeah.
like Baron, and then I didn't want to seem like an idiot when the boss was a Damsian antlion, and Damsian is a different kingdom in FF4, but no, this is supposed to be Baron. Okay.
It's under attack by distant antlions.
By the evil
and,
forces of Baron.
Evil things.
Help me.
Well, we would help, but too slow to get there.
I need you to help
Not possible.
me in this place at
He
this
doesn't.
time.
He doesn't say it like that. There is a pause, but it's like drawn out because he's dying. He's like, "Help
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah.
me!"
So that's what we're
No,
making
we're
fun of.
just being jackasses.
Okay.
The pause is a little longer than what you did. That's why it's weird. It's like a full second, which is just a little too long.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I've heard it so many times. It's stood out.
Well, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a part of that song that just passed that's just like the Spyro 2, like
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Cutscene.
yep.
wonder if we'll get the rare variant of this boss. I believe I've seen it twice.
I think I've only seen it once.
Golbez.
Big.
Big.
Wait, so some random guy corrupted him for reasons?
It's these Memoriates of Darkness guys that have been corrupting everybody.
I thought they corrupted themselves to become stronger, and then it was like an epidemic because like people couldn't control it. Why are they deliberately corrupting other people?
I don't know.
It's just the hot new thing to do.
I imagine there is an explanation for it. I don't remember
Like,
what it is.
watch out during Halloween, this Contra Memoria, because you know
Dracula's coming.
people are putting darkness in your kid's candy.
Your kid might become an unspeakable monster. Watch out. Inspect all the candy. You have to eat it and digest it first. Yeah, a lot of it was, you know, people becoming corrupt unintentionally, but it was started by people doing it intentionally. I'm not really sure why. I feel like these were just generic evil people who thought they were doing it because it would make them more powerful or something. I'm sure Igyorm lied to them. I'm sure there's some element of that there.
His first attack is weird. I am not going to attempt to explain it. Just deal with it.
Spirals in order.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I need power. Light or dark, it matters not.
We gotta get
These
away
are
from
just gonna
those emit
explode,
circles.
so.
Next time will be different.
It will actually be different.
Such savagery ill suits you.
Okay, not this thing. This thing's always this one. Should have time to split apart after. Yeah.
Okay. For a second, I'm like, oh no, I forgot to put Death's design on him. Playing too much Reaper.
Alright, he's gonna cut these in half and they'll move apart, so actually stand in line with them.
Oh, he cuts all of them, okay. Thought it was only gonna be some.
There's always like a line that he cuts them in and they move in some direction. It's gonna get more complicated soon.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, so
This one, yeah, just get to the one furthest from the rest. This is where I said there's sometimes a rare variant of this boss. Very rarely he will do this in a setup where the safe spot is actually in the middle. I've only ever seen it twice.
Alright. Heal check.
Even so, I'll not be bested. Not this day.
go stand to
close
the
to him?
side of him.
Either side of him? Okay.
Either
I
side.
see a big cone.
Prepare yourself.
Don't be in line with these.
Yeah, the
Side.
Prepare yourself! Prepare yourself.
Okay, get away from where he's pointing. As far away as you can. It's really, really big.
Okay.
I believe that is.
These are
halfway
thin
across.
cones, so just be between the purple lines.
If the fight goes on for long enough, I think he eventually does a thing where you have to like kind of dodge between two of those. But
Let's see.
Really?
Fair now.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
oh, this is
gonna
the
be
middle
rare
one.
middle.
It
This
is.
might be the rare middle. Because Because I don't really see a good safe spot.
What do you know? We're in this dungeon like fucking 40 times.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen this times now.
I actually guessed it because you said that you usually want to go to the one that's farthest, and I'm like, this is a plus shape. These are
Yeah,
none
right.
of them is the farthest
That's
one.
exactly the thing. It's you go for the farthest one, unless none of them are, then it's the middle. The rare Dubular Davis, we got there.
Dude.
Nice. That was a fun dungeon. I like that.
I think as the final dungeon that is like the one that we see the most often in the expert queue, this one's pretty good. It's pretty short.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of mandatory start and stop bullshit.
That's true. Yeah,
Things die pretty quick.
It's very smooth. It's a little, almost a little underwhelming as like a finale, but I guess that's because it's not a finale because we've got the boss, so it works. Yeah.
The boss is much more of a spectacle, I think. I would argue it is.
Well, we're about to go see it.
And it's a lot of fun. I like the mechanics for that fight.
Oops, forgot to screen share for this. I will do so as soon as I get a chance.
I'm just doing fates, so there will be 3 Belegdas for each. I don't know where I was going with that.
And not me.
Have you the fate?
Can you see?
Yep.
You were the best of us. A paragon of virtue. I could never hope to be.
I don't know why this Paragon of Virtue was just always wearing this really evil armor looking. Like, what the fuck is this?
He was trying to make a statement
Durante looks
that you
much
can
more
wear
like it,
evil-looking armor without being evil.
I guess.
I am because of you. Because you believed in me.
There's a second smaller helmet underneath.
They may as well have done that.
You would not wish to become a monster, preying upon those who fought to protect. But neither can I bring myself to kill you. So rest easy, my friend. And
You just said you can't bring yourself to kill him.
legacy to me.
That's why I was saying earlier, it's unclear, because this isn't like eating and absorbing him exactly, but it's evidently also not killing him. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. He
It's
sealed
Contra
his...
Memoria,
Yeah.
but I don't know exactly what that is.
He just seals their ether in a crystal form. Okay,
And
yeah.
we'll never know what he looked like.
And then that crystal
some reason.
probably became the void sent component of Zeramus.
Oh, did it? Because
That's my guess.
that doesn't seem right. That this would seem to be the crystal that we're currently inside that was just in the moon somewhere.
I know part of it is Zodiac, but I thought that was a void sent part as well.
This I swear. Through me, your name shall live.
Well,
So once again, as I said before the dungeon, I know you're lying to me, but I think I know why.
No.
I was 100% correct. No, this is what I meant.
No.
This is what I meant.
Like I just said, this crystal was just sitting in the moon. It's no part of Zeramus.
No, not that. I said that I know that the guy that we've been fighting, who calls himself Golbez, was called Durante, and you're like, no, that's a different guy. And I'm like, okay, well, I know you're lying to me because I remember reading.
I wasn't lying. It is a different guy. You just watched he was calling us Golbez through the entire dungeon. It was a different guy.
And what's gonna happen now? He's gonna put on his helmet and he's saying
And
right
just
here,
assume
through
his
me your
name.
name shall live on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy we've been, the guy who we fought in the
I
Void
said
Cast
that.
Deus is the guy on screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, it's Durante, and you're like, eh. And I'm like, no, it's Durante. What the fuck?
I was saying...
What was that about?
I have no position in this, because I just don't...
I was saying it was Durante.
I was saying it was Durante, and I told you that, and then you doubted me.
Because I'm like, okay, I know that I'm like, Golbez's real name is Durante. That was a thing that I had heard. And I'm like, therefore, and the part I was confused about was I was like, in this screenshot where it's showing Zero and then this guy and the guy in armor, I'm like, there's two people back there. There's Golbez and who's the other guy? And you're like, Durante. I'm like, and that was true. That made sense.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it. The Golbez we've been fighting is Durante, and you're like, no.
No, I said yes. That's
there was
correct.
something that you said that was contradictory to that, or there was a miscommunication.
Well, you said that he you asked if it was like a he absorbed him type of situation, and I'm like,
that was afterwards.
Strictly speaking, no, but like you could look at it like that. Maybe it's like similar.
That was afterwards, wasn't it? That wasn't what I was talking about in any case.
Well, I don't know. I just meant in that cutscene, Durante and Golbez were two separate people.
Yeah, that's true. That's not the part I have an issue with.
Memory, 'twould seem.
And we'll never know what he looked like, for no reason. Is he, like... Does he have anything to do with FF4? Is there a reason we don't know what he looks like? Is he, like, the protagonist? Like, what's the deal there?
No, Golbez is the villain of FF4, and he has a secret identity, but that identity has nothing to do with the components in this game. Like, nothing to do with his secret identity, or with the other characters that it has to do with, are represented in FF14 at all, so I don't think it would mean anything.
Okay.
So I don't know why they didn't show his face. Probably just because it doesn't really matter. But...
No, it doesn't. We wouldn't have known what he looked like. We'd never seen him before anyway. Unless you do it and it's like, the...
I wonder if the model shows
that's
it.
the leader of Ul'dah. What the fuck is her name? You pop up the helmet and it's her, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I do wonder if they modeled a separate
Nanama.
head under him, under his helmet.
It would have been great if it was just a smaller helmet. They should have done that. I guess they didn't want to subtract from the seriousness.
Yeah. It could have... They mentioned that he was like a paragon of virtue and he was a true hero. You know what would have been cool?
Right.
Show the Warrior of Light's face.
Yeah.
Show that was the 13th incarnation of your soul.
Yeah. Right.
The Azim or Azim soul. That's gonna be my headcanon since there is no answer.
I mean, maybe that's why there isn't a face. Maybe you're meant to draw that connection. I don't know. Because you never see, in the distant past, you never see Azem, and the reason is because, well, that's you. So maybe this is the same thing.
True. That said,
Never thought about that.
Oddbert doesn't look like you. And I know that's because he looks like Meteor, aka which is the...
Yeah, he's the 1.0 Warrior of Light person.
And so it's like, okay, but they could have made it.
There's a sort of
if they
parallel
made it look
where,
like either you or Oddbert, that would have worked, I think.
Yeah. There's a sort of interesting parallel where the Ardbert in the first is, the same as the Ardbert from 1.0 in that they both fucking failed and died.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, no, canonically the 1.0 protagonist got teleported into the future, into 2.0.
And then, in many cases, became like a cat girl.
Yes. Yeah, he fought his way through the Praetorium and defeated the Ultimate Weapon and everything, and then got a bottle of Fantasia and drank it and became a cat girl.
Yeah.
While I cannot condone your methods, I understand your motive.
Cool motive, still murder.
For I'm driven by the same. I too wish to save our world. I too once thought I had to bear the burden by myself. That I had no choice but to walk my path alone. But I was wrong. We may yet strive together towards our shared goal. If you would reconsider your course.
Imagine Golbez is just like, ah, shit, you're right. But I already kind of fused the dragon into the. Can I?
Right?
Can I sick it on
I've
you?
already done the thing.
Can I sick it on you anyway? I really wanted to see this.
I
Cool
don't want to
fight.
waste this dragon.
He probably is just going to be like, I worked too hard for this. I'm too far gone. We got to do this. Like, I must stay my course. Whatever.
If you possessed power which transcended that of Zeromus, then perhaps I would.
I mean, that's
He's
basically
like,
what I
if
said.
Plan A doesn't, if Plan A fails, then we'll do Plan B. Sure.
But you do not. No, you are but another Voidsent like me.
Voidsent.
And what is a candle?
See, I turned this big lizard alien into a battery. So
This is what we need to do. Just take him, just to abduct Golbez, because we already beat his ass, and then just take him to the first and be like, this is what we're doing.
Great change is what we need. Aught less has no meaning.
Great change is what we need. How about we make change out of your $5 ass?
Against our past, you should understand as well as any. As
No, Golbez, you're...
I dedicated myself to ending the Contra Memoria.
You've become exactly what you were trying to stop. You're treating everything as just an exchange of simple, like, currency, of everything just being numbers.
Yet try as I might,
Numbers.
I was powerless to make any meaningful change. 'Twas then, when I was floundering in despair, that she
And for some
appeared.
reason, she was doing
The
a
Ascian
futuristic
Idiom.
dance of some sort, an electric slide or something.
The fuck?
Claiming to know how
Is it-
to
I don't know. I
Iggy
just
on have an
imagine
electric
whenever
slide
villains.
woes,
I just imagine whenever villains show up to do their villain thing, instead of doing their usual monologue where they stand perfectly still, they're just dancing the entire time
who had
because they're just so
granted
happy
him
with themselves, you know?
unnatural powers, she said.
Yes.
They're so amused by their own wickedness.
Yeah. I have a hard time imagining someone that full of themselves would just stand there motionless while they do their thing. Like, no, they're gonna fucking jam.
It's why vampires like sit around so flamboyantly and swirl their, champagne or whatever.
Yeah, and then throw wine glasses for dramatic effect, you know.
Believing her every word, I struck him down.
Okay, hang on. So obviously this is a parallel to what happened in the first, where the
To
warriors of, like, Ardbert and his friends beat up, what's
The
her
Watcher,
face?
yeah.
No,
Or-
not
No,
the
it
one.
was,
I can't remember her name. It's like Scylla, something like that. The lady who turned into the giant dog with like 1,000 eyes on it, that you fight
Right,
in like
yeah.
E10 or whatever. This is obviously a parallel to that. If they flesh that out, I want to know who this person was.
Well,
'Cause-
this is the Watcher.
Oh, it is. It's just the
It's just the
13th
dude on the
equivalent
moon.
of the Watcher. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it was you who...
As Emmett Selk once told us, the 13th was the Ascians' first attempt at a rejoining. Before they
So the main problem was they killed the Watcher, that was it?
No, so what, like, well,
Oh,
from
yeah,
the Ashen's perspective, they forgot to aspect the source first. Or,
Okay,
well,
yeah,
not
yeah.
forgot, they didn't realize they had to.
Right.
So they intentionally create the Flood of Darkness,
They failed
and then see that
because
it
they
didn't
sought
work,
only
and
to
they're like, oh
awaken the
shit,
sundered
oh damn, we
Zodiac
fucked this up.
without
Yeah, yeah,
instigating
And then they're like,
the
we'll come back to that one!
The darkness
Yeah.
they unleashed had nowhere else to go.
Having left a ruin of our world, the Ascian fled. I was a fool to trust them, to trust in others.
Oh. I would make fun of, like, oh, that's what you took away from that? You trust failed you once, so you're never going to trust anyone again, but that is actually probably extremely realistic. Most people, a lot of people go through that. They get betrayed once, and they're like, never trusting anyone again.
That's true, and also this was a pretty big one. This was like,
Yeah.
you are literally the, you know, linchpin in the sequence of events that caused the
End of the
destruction
world.
of your
Yeah.
world. You did that. I can't imagine, you know, coming back from that.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon was an extraordinary windfall. A veritable
That makes a little more sense too, that he's like he sees it probably as like, I'm causing everyone to suffer. Like the only recompense I can do is at least letting everybody die so they can stop suffering.
Right.
Whereas, I mean, that's what we knew he was doing anyway, but the fact that it was essentially personally his fault is, I guess, relevant to that.
Right.
But it wasn't enough to achieve my objective. Far from it. For an eternity, I had to bide my time. But the day finally came when I acquired the power I sought. The remnants of the Ascians' god sealed within the moon suddenly dispersed into ether. With that ether, Zeromus could be conceived, and driven by the dragon's longing for home, it shall soon arise to destroy the barrier between worlds. Thus will the way open to the promised land, and the death we have been too long denied. Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
This guy's cruising for a bruising.
So that is all you have left.
Say what you will. You cannot stop Zeromus's awakening.
No, but we can beat it up.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like, yeah, it's true, we can't stop it from showing up, but we can stop it, just in general. We don't care about it showing up so much. We've fought worse.
That's true.
We're going after him, aren't we?
This, I guess,
Hell,
is
this
the...
thing's basically just a part of Zodiark mixed with a dragon. We
Yeah,
already killed,
that's what I was gonna say, is like, it's a little hard for them to establish this being all that worrying, when it's like, you need to fight a combination of 1/13 of Zodiark's power and one dragon, which is, you know, half depleted from being half eaten by demons
Right.
anyway. It's like, okay,
we already
we fought
beat up 8/13 of it or whatever.
Yeah, and we've beat up Nidhogg a long time ago when we were way weaker.
Yeah.
So we're probably
We're just
fine.
cheating. I think we'll be fine. And if we die, it's
Someone
okay.
believes
The
in you.
boss will reset for us,
It
and it'll
makes
just
you
work
want
out.
to believe in them.
And I'll patiently wait for
Others
everybody
and
to
yourself.
be ready again.
Yeah.
Euless was right about that.
Who said chivalry is dead? All bosses in this game know what it means to be honorable.
Alright. You got to say Estonian.
How come it's always got to be the same people joining us? How come, like, Ralger couldn't be here so he could be like,
Ahead lies a platform I had fashioned for your battle.
That's his contribution. He just makes a platform.
yeah. Well, he orders Bayergot to do it. Because he doesn't make anything.
I mean, Biragot is Ralga's son, right?
I don't remember. What I do know is that Ralger is the god of destruction, and Bayergot is the god of making things. So I assume he's just like, make this. And then Bayergot's like, can do.
I like how this guy just decided that this weird, like, trident-shaped sort of thing is his symbol. He put it on his helmet, he made his big lair, the platform in his lair shaped like it. He made these little cozy chairs or whatever the fuck the thrones were, the little that his archfiends were inside of.
I would use cozy to describe a location that is covered in blood, has whispers, and is not safe.
Hey, Fat Billy.
His street bitch.
Wounded.
Her mouth looked normal.
Which is different from just bitch.
That I would be hard pressed to
Her
fight
legs
you
were
on
grotesquely fat
equal terms.
and of normal strength.
And so I lured you to this place, where the advantage is mine.
Oh yeah? Do you get lair actions here? Hey, we killed them!
That's true. All
Well,
in
now
the
they're
first.
back in
Well,
pog
no,
form.
one of them was here. The other,
Okay,
well, no, two
we
of them were
killed
here.
two
One
of
of
them,
should be in a crystal.
And two of them
the
are in
other two were in the
crystals.
first, or the source. Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Scarmelione and Barbariccia
Yeah.
were sealed in Memoria, while Cagnezzo and Rubicante died in the source.
Just like, don't care. We came back
They are
anyway.
not the
Well,
true archfiends, but shades born
Oh,
of their
okay.
residual ether.
If they are shades, then their strength will pale in comparison. Even should they fight as one, we may yet prevail.
Come on, I clicked.
We'll tend to the archfiends. Go and
Oh
bring
good,
the
I was
bones to Zeromus.
I was hoping it wasn't gonna be like, oh, we gotta, have phases or like attacks from each of them. Oh.
Now, this is just so that, the compatriots have something to do while we're doing the actual work.
Go! We'll join you as soon as we can.
I mean, that makes enough sense, I guess.
Bye.
That's giving me real Impa fighting Girahim while you go to Zelda at the end of at the Temple of Time and Skyward Sword vibes.
oh, you're just on time.
Try Force of Wisdom.
As much as I hate how Impa is a fucking, annoying asshole to you in that game, I do like how it comes back around and she's like, and she says that. It does work.
Your companion is no exception.
Nuke the surface world.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I have a Chet crystal that lets me summon 7 other players.
Yeah, we're just gonna cheat.
Time and again,
We couldn't do
she
any of
has
this alone
faced
for a moment.
insurmountable
But with
odds.
7 other people, it becomes very much doable. My hair!
But no matter how hopeless things seemed, she's never given up the fight.
More like Ruba can't win this fight. More like Kanyatso fast.
So long as she has strength of will to forge on, then
I like
so
cutting
too
out
shall
so
we.
fast.
More like Scarmilione
For we
hard right
believe
on
in
Saratoga or
her,
something.
and she believes in us. And together, our light
Scarmilione
can
these
pierce
nuts.
blackest darkness.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much like fucking nerds do we sound? Like making this very incredibly specific commentary on this very incredibly specific bit of plot. In my head, it's like MST3K, but in reality, it's probably more like, I don't know what.
Unregistered hypercount too.
Yeah.
Biggie Littles.
Well, we'll do that. You just need to come with us first.
Don't worry. We'll make sure. We'll make sure you get there. Just, you know, in pieces. Also, maybe ditch the fucking Eldritch bits there, because I don't know how much people are gonna like that. Yeah, it'll get right on that. It's chatting time!
I've never actually fought Zeromus in FF4, so I don't know if this is like its theme or whatever. Like a remix of it. What's with this drum and bass? Like,
Yeah, that's what the boss fight music is like. It's very action-y.
alright.
I kind of like it. It's appropriate for the fight.
Sure. Okay, let me switch over to Dark Knight. Let's do this. You good?
Yep. Ready to go to the eternal rave. Now, since you're going in as a tank, if I remember right, there is, I think, one attack that is specific to the tanks, although it might only be one tank. It might just be the main tank. I don't remember if it targets both.
Okay. Keep up.
Oi.
No.
It's unfortunate that this video will need editing. Oh well. Tis what tis.
Yep, sounds like the Eternal Raven here to me. Oh, we have another first timer. Well, this is gonna go swimmingly. I can't tell who the other first timer is.
Red mage.
Oh, it's the red mage. Okay.
Oh, and a tank.
Ooh. Oh shit, it got
Oh,
rid of my
that's
portrait.
gonna be
That's
interesting.
annoying. Well, okay.
Looks like you get to be the main tank. This, I think, is a raid wipe?
Oh, I'm the main tank, I see. Yeah. Seeing that now.
Looks like it. Oh, this is a heal check. That's right. This fight starts weird. Everyone has to get to full or else the people who don't die.
Do these lights
Which
matter?
Yeah, we need to be away
Wow.
from these. I'm sorry. I got a lot to focus on.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure Doom was handled. This is what it looks like. Just a big-ass linear stack. It shoots 3 times, I think? Or 4? 5 even.
5.
Okay, this we need to get to these corners that don't have purple shit on the ground. Either corner works.
That's it.
Standard tank buster. Take that away from us. Thank you. That hits a couple times, I think? Yeah. 3 times.
Actually,
Oh, I
that's
see.
it.
Is it hitting both tanks? No, it's just you. That's fine. Okay, this is a stack. We all get in here.
Oops.
Okay, now this is gonna emit, like, red things that are line AoEs. We want to get to where those aren't pointing. Also, a couple people have following AoEs.
I'm one of them.
So just keep your distance from those. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't last too long. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of slow-ass DDR. Don't know if she's gonna combine it with anything. Yep, okay, we gotta combine that with get to the not purple corners. Don't touch the green things, of course.
What is this?
I think this is just a bunch of circles. And also might have been a raid wide. Couldn't tell. Okay, corners again.
Oh, I've got a timed
Few of us are
exploding
gonna-
thing on me. Shit.
Yeah, the explodey thing, I actually don't know how it works. Stack markers as it does.
I don't know if my explodey thing went off, so I'm staying away.
It already did, we're all good. These are split up. I think the split up locations will come back. No, this is
God.
get away from the center and split up as best you can. You'll know if you're far enough when your tether becomes like a yellow line.
Okay.
That person over there is named Amygdala. And we have no healers.
Oof.
And the red mage is dead.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we're just fucked.
Yeah, this is probably a life.
This is the tank buster that hits 3 times again. Well, yeah, that's done.
There's nothing I could do about that.
Yeah, no, we're done.
Okay. Huh. I don't know what we really did wrong there.
It wasn't the 3 of us. It's just other people were getting hit by the mechanics and getting vuln stacks and just couldn't keep up with it. You fucking... Well, I guess now's the time. Right?
I
Oh
requested
my
a
god, I
repair.
can.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't request a repair of you because your fucking crafting level's too low.
I'm gonna start my technical steps, so somebody better pull.
Yeah, it's... Autumn as the main tank gets to decide when to pull. Okay, this is the Doom check.
Yeah, the Doom check.
Yeah, the Doom check.
That doesn't count as a high amount of damage for a Blackest Night? Damn.
Get away from these. Big circles. I'm glad my connection is now too slow for me to be able to execute my rotation. That's nice.
Oh. Why is that? What happened to your connection?
It just happens sometimes. It's not necessarily my internet, it's just that the connection between me and the server gets just slow enough sometimes to where I can't execute the faster part of the machinist rotation. Corners. This one hits 3 times, so stay there for a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Back. Okay, this emits line AoEs and targets a couple of people with following AoEs. DDR plus corners. This is also the corners that hits us with personal AoEs, so I think we want to try to split up half and half. The melee front, range DPS back, probably something like that would be good. Evidently not. I thought it would give us personal hits, but it didn't. This is a bunch of circles. Oh, here's the personal hits. Spread apart. Plus corners.
Shit.
I guess being split apart doesn't matter for that. It's really weird that it would look like that.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay, just get away from the center as far as you can. Make your tether yellow. Also split up from other people. That healer's gonna probably fucking die. Yep.
Ugh.
Okay, that hits 3 times. Okay, moving on. Okay, this attack is weird. She's gonna make a black hole and a laser. We can't get in range of the black hole at any time, and it's gonna expand. We need to get to this corner where this laser starts, get behind it, and follow it over to the other corner very tightly. Get nowhere near this black hole. It's instant death if you do. There goes one of the tanks. Get all the way to the corner, as far as you can. There you go. That is the thing that caused me, well, not me, but caused the party I was in to wipe the last time I did this.
Middle.
Middle. Okay, these rocks are going to explode. We need to split up and get a distance again, and don't be near these rocks if you can help it. Because these are going to make big circles, I think. Don't know when. Okay, black hole again. So figure out where the laser is starting. Go to that corner. There it is.
It's a very interesting attack.
Yeah, I like that attack. That's neat looking.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this is. Oh, it's just more random circles. Okay.
I don't think they're random. I think they're based on where people are.
Could be.
Because we were all stacked over there, and most of them ended up over there.
It split across the whole arena. I don't know. This, I think, is a raid wide.
This is probably
Looks like
the
hockey
Or
right
this
now.
might be the Doom check.
Oh.
Is this the Doom check?
Yeah, the Doom check.
Yeah, the Doom check.
Yeah.
Big circles,
Floaty
get away from
things.
those lights. From here, I think the whole fight's just gonna loop. I don't
Okay.
think anything changes.
Cool.
Oh boy, we're at 40%. It looks like we pretty much know what we're doing now.
Yep. I think everyone's more or less got a handle on it. Attack. Lines plus following AoEs.
Okay.
That'll hit you 3 times. DDR plus corners.
Yep.
I don't know what this is.
Raid wide, I
Big
guess?
what? Oh, I remember this. Okay. So, this is just a bunch of AoEs as standard. However, she's gonna summon like a crack in space-time or something to the side of the arena, which will emit a big ol' line AoE.
Okay.
Plus... Oh, well, I guess it's after this. We gotta wait for the big dick attack to go off.
And seeing the crack over on the right there. Oh no, there's a few of
No,
these.
it's to the left. She just made it.
Okay.
It's that one on the left. Now, these personally targeted AoEs, they show up, wait a bit, and then go off. So you want to split them up, get out of the way of them, and stay out of the way of them for a bit. They'll
Okay.
keep hitting. Yep, like this.
Gotcha, gotcha.
These are cones in order.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Got
That
Star
sounded like
all
Star
of a
Wars,
sudden.
yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what I was thinking.
And now I believe we're going to repeat. Here comes the line AoE plus personal AoEs.
I don't see the crack yet.
It'll be after this, I think.
Oh, big dick attack first, of course.
Oh, healer down.
Ooh.
Okay, there's the crack. Here comes the personal AoEs. There they are.
Okay, that's a giant fucking laser. I didn't actually get a personal AoE.
Cones in order. I believe we got a lock on it. I don't think
Yeah.
this next mechanic's gonna matter.
You are done.
And that He's pretty much Endwalker there.
Yeah, still got the last Alliance raid, the last variant dungeon, and one final, shall we call it, encore trial, I guess.
Yep. But that was the last story Endwalker thing. Everything else is side stuff.
Alright, sweet. Finished with just a little under a month till Dawn Trail. So, story-wise at least, I'm good. So long as they await my return, I shall endure. Oh, okay, that must be the... No? Okay. Hang on. I gotta find a good time
Now?
to, start screen sharing again. Oh no! One last panty shot for the road! It's a very slight one, too.
Are you alright?
This is FF4 music, as you might be able to guess. Regrettably, I don't remember whose theme it is. Got more Star Wars there.
Yeah.
I see he had a change of heart the last minute, probably after witnessing our strength or something.
Well,
Like
we had
all
to die
Void
first,
said,
but yeah.
Zeromus cannot be killed.
What did you say?
Sealing it
We had to
in
die
the
first,
warrior.
but yeah, we had strength.
Only way.
Ooh. Now, of all times?
Yep.
Take the pictures.
Messing up your hair.
We have to flash back to, just a few minutes ago.
I see.
That it should come to this. I failed my dear friend. Fell for the Asian's ploy and unleashed the darkness.
No, I think this is after.
Or maybe it's...
No, oh, no, this was
is
a few minutes
ago.
Of waiting, I find myself on my knees.
This reminds me of my nights with Colbez.
God damn it.
How disappointed must you be in me, in the foolishness and futility of it all.
Yeah, pretty disappointed, but...
No, I will not let it be for naught.
I like to imagine all this dialogue is actually happening in Italian.
I will triumph in my crusade.
What, because of the Dante's Inferno Italian names
Because
for
they're
the...
all Italians, yeah.
There is no triumph to be found in this madness. Even if the veil were to be unraveled, it would not undo what darkness has done to the world, nor would it bring Golbez back. From his slumber, you know there is no return.
He
You're weak
dead.
and imperfect. You know it in your heart. In spite of this, do you truly believe that you can save everyone? Are you sure you will not fail?
Yeah, cast aspersions.
I'm no better. Weak and imperfect and plagued by doubt. Which is why I need friends to walk beside me.
Light. But how?
This is proof that I believe in others. And
There's
they
an
in
entire
turn
planet full
believe
of the
in
shit,
me.
man.
A light that illuminates the way in darkest despair. Be it in a ruined city locked in ice, or a world drowning in light. It was with faith in one another that life endured.
It's also a child bone of my hand bones, so that
see
all
it
of my
clearly
animations
now.
affect it 1-to-1.
Hand bone.
You think we are capable
The
of
hand bone's
same?
connected to the light bone!
It won't be easy.
It won't be
Having lived too
easy.
long as Void Sent, we've
I'm
forgotten
also
how
liking to
trust.
imagine the alternate, version of this storyline that I purported a little while ago, where instead of, the void, which is full of darkness, it's just, the really windy place. And it's like, instead of bringing light here, we just have to bring some earth, and so, Zero just holds out her hand, and there's just this clump of soil in it. And he's like, dirt, but how?
Who's ripping a fat one just constantly in the wind-aspected shard?
If Zeromus succeeds and everyone dies, we'll never have the chance to try. You asked me to join hands with you once, and I refused. I cannot take back that mistake. But I can extend to you the same offer. We can be better than we have been.
That offer was just shy of 13,000 years ago. How the fuck do you guys even remember? I remember you now. You were kind of rude.
Of course. You were the Memoriat we met all those years ago. Yes, I remember now. We hoped you would join us in our quest to end the Contra Memoria. But you rejected us outright. It left both of us discouraged. Golbez most of all. If we could but overcome the fear that has shaped and divided us, we could change everything. Even in the midst of that terrible war, he never stopped believing in others. Not even at the end.
You're Golbez now. If you would live up to his name, then you must trust in people as he did.
I was ready to be like, oh, this cutscene's dragging on so long. But I mean, the game has always been committed to, properly fleshing out and giving closure to storylines and stuff. It would be kind of antithetical to
good.
Yeah, it would be kind of antithetical to FF14. Just be like, all right, we defeated Zeromus and Golbez, and that's
Right,
it.
let's move on.
Yeah, like we're giving the space here to
There's gonna be
kind of process things.
There's gonna be plenty time for waffling anyway, because we have to go back to the source. We have to do the thing with the sister dragon, and then we
Yeah.
gotta set up Dawn Trail.
Well, but also, it's choosing to take the more complex path. It would be very easy for it to just be like, they defeated Golbez, and now he is dead.
Yeah.
And then they said some one-liners to him, and they proved him wrong, and then he's like, no, and then he dies. But no, they're like, listen, you can still change, let's work this out, and they're gonna take the hard path here. And, hell, if Golbez isn't dying here, then I mean, he could still, die in this following cutscene to, like, help us out or something, but assuming that he sticks around, like, that's a potential character to play with, you're not just cutting off that entire history just because we were enemies.
Yeah, but the one downside
do.
is he won't be able to do the little
So
evil
long as we
electric slide
work
anymore.
together.
Like, I think people get overly, like, jaded about, like, oh, why does every villain have to have a redemption arc nowadays? And it's like, well, because people deserve the opportunity to grow and change, right? Like, nobody is just pure evil and that's the end of it. This guy had his reasons for doing it, and we can condemn them and defeat him and fight against him, and then turn around and say, hey, you know, there's still an opportunity for you to do the right thing here and work with us.
Right.
And I like
I
that.
never had a problem
It's
with that.
optimistic and it
I
gives
like,
me hope for things.
I like understanding why villains do the things they do, and you know, being able to like dive into that
Yeah.
rather than it just being, you are bad and I will beat you,
Right.
Understood.
which is, you know, kind of how earlier villains in the game were, and now they are not like that anymore.
And it's funny because people were saying, I remember... Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking of something else. For a second, I'm like, oh, you know, Endwalker... everything in the story up to this point, including Shadowbring's Endwalker, has had all these, like, you know, complex villains with complex motivations, and then now we have something a more clear-cut good and evil thing, and it's a change of pace. But I'm an idiot. I forgot that was people talking about Pandemonium with Athena. Athena was the change of pace into a more standard... raw, I want power type villain, which is fine. You can have those occasionally.
The thing with Pandemonium was it wasn't really about Athena, it
No.
was more about La Habrea.
Yeah.
The suffocating darkness, like that of the rift. Impenetrable, disorienting, untethered, and drifting further away.
Be strong, Zero.
And Elidibus. I wound up liking Elidibus a lot more after doing Pandemonium, because it's like, he's cool. He's just, you know, a little senile in his old age, that's all. Just a
Yeah.
little crazy over there.
Nuts of some sort.
Nuts of some sort.
Yeah, he basically forgot all of the, like, reasons and the personal connections for why he was doing what he was doing, and he was just, I have to do this because I said I would, and this is what I'm, you know, this is what this has all been for, so I
Yeah,
gotta
it
stick with
became his own self-imposed dogma that he didn't even remember, like, why.
Yeah, it was
was
just
like
for the
that.
sake of it.
Yeah. Which is much more interesting than, well, he's evil.
Yeah.
You needn't worry about me. With this power from beyond the rift, I can do it. I can save everyone.
In other words, she can cheat just like we can.
This is something I forgot to mention was while in the... I said something about this. Okay, hang on. I'll get to this in a minute. While in the...
Golbez,
in the first,
if you would make amends,
she almost got, like, corrupted with too much light because she's mostly dark-based. But,
Yeah.
Reen managed to kind of save her and, like, control the light within her, and now I guess that's kind of, you know, coming out into fruition properly. Anyway, on a related note, I think I talked to you at one point, Joel, about, like, I heard that people said there was an instance where Zero, like, becomes a paladin or something. And you said no, but this is what they were talking about. I don't know what exactly is happening here,
I
but
don't-
she's definitely changed her outfit and weapon
Yeah,
and looks more
I don't
light-based.
remember that. That conversation might have been before I actually did this stuff.
Maybe. Okay. Because,
Hear my voice. And
Even then,
return to
I
me.
don't remember that conversation at all.
okay. Because, the protagonist of FF4, Cecil, starts as, like, this edgy Dark Knight character, and then undergoes a kind of transformation. Both of, kind of...
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I hadn't finished the story yet.
Okay. Yeah, both of, both in class, because he becomes a paladin, literally, and gets different skills and stuff, but also, you know, his personality, he kind of changes his philosophy as a result of some, like, reflection and stuff, and growth, at that point in the story. And when I was looking into this stuff, I was like, is there an equivalent to Cecil in the Void stuff? Because we have Golbez, do we have the protagonist, Cecil? And people were saying no, but Zero is probably supposed to be the equivalent of Cecil, because she has a similar kind of growth arc, and
Yeah.
also literally changes into bright paladin armor the same way that Cecil does. Bittersweet ending then, I guess, because we're gonna need to probably put in more work to get Ajaya out of this thing. Or
No,
not?
she's not in it.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought the whole thing here was gonna be like, you know, unfortunately, because she became a Void Scent, we have to trap her in a Memoria until we can take her out.
You're
But
safe
never
now,
mind.
Ashdaya. You're safe.
Good thing she became a little ball of light, because otherwise she wouldn't have fit through the fucking portal.
Yeah. I'll just shove that up my ass.
It is interesting that something like you're too big to fit through the portal is even a concern, given how much bullshit we had to go through in this game and
Sister.
the most incredible feats that we accomplished. Like, you'd think you could just shrink someone down. I guess though, since we know that the body is essentially the corporeal aspect of your ether, it is just a representation of,
My eye harbors should be
you
enough
know,
to grant
having
her
to squeeze
corporeal
something through
form.
too tight a hole in a, you know, not just a physical sense, but it's reflected, I guess. It's sort of like something similar in Steins Gate, though I guess I don't want to get into it to not spoil people who are watching this that might randomly be interested in that but haven't seen it. But you probably remember what I'm talking about, Joel.
Not really. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Of course. This means I shall no longer have control over this vessel. I must ask you escort Ashdaya to the surface
Anyway,
in my stead.
I guess that's what Zero's whole thing was she was able to separate Ajaya out. I was probably just not paying attention because I was talking over it.
Home, and we'll do just that. You have my word.
Oh no! This sounds like an escort mission!
Thank you.
Speaking of that, not really an escort mission, but I'm noticing that the post Endwalker patch content did not have any of the follow this character without being seen bullshit.
No.
I'm guessing it's because people did not like it very much. I also haven't had any of the look around for something in first-person view for a while. Aw, she's so cute. Let me guess, we're gonna get an Ashdaya minion out of this.
God, the fucking mosquitoes in this place are huge, smack.
Where are you going?
To find another dragon to make into a second Zero burst.
What may yet be restored. I thought it an impossible dream once, but having witnessed your miracles, I cannot help but believe.
Okay, yeah, but it's not over there.
Nevertheless,
Salvation isn't over there in a
I am
corner.
the villain who wrought this tragedy. And in my misguided crusade, I compounded my sins. My place is not at your side.
I really hope they don't just forget about the whole Memoriat thing and
Regardless of how you may
just,
feel.
you know, leave all these people in crystals. It would be interesting if there was eventually... If we can restore the world, surely we can find a way to bring them back out of the crystals again and, like, purify them.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've earned
They-
a new beginning.
Seem to have kind of indicated that they want to wash their hands of this entire thing and move on to just something entirely different.
to
I
you
don't know
what
if
they become.
Well,
we're
for-
ever coming back to this stuff.
I mean, we're eventually coming back to restore the Void, probably. They keep talking about it.
Do they? Where?
I mean, aside from, you know, throughout this arc, it being relevant, there's also the, if you do all the Shadowbringers role quests, and then do the Master role quest, then there's a set of quests called the Void quests, wherein
Together.
you work with Scylla and Anukulai, or Yanukulai, however you say it, to start to develop a theory for how you can restore the Void. And, like, that was before Endwalker, but people seem to be assuming that, like, you know, this is not done. We're gonna come back to this eventually and start working on restoring the Void as, like, a long-term goal. And, you know...
Well, that would be nice. I would like for them not to just drop it. But if so, much like Stormblood, then Dawn Trail's gonna be a huge diversion.
Well, that's
They'll
kind
have
of the
nothing to
point,
do with
is
this.
it's a little bit of a breather, it's a break from all of the super high-stakes, world-ending threats to just kind of explore a new
Let's go
place
have a
and...
taco.
Yeah, have a taco. But FF14 is good about not just dropping and forgetting things. Hell, they brought back the Heart of Sabik when they didn't really need to, like, and explained that. The writers seem committed to, you know, maintaining the consistency of the world and following up on plot threads and giving them the reasonable and proper, like, development as things change. And people have expressed interest, like, you're not the only person I've seen be like, man, I'm really motivated to want to try to fix the Void one day. I really hope we get to come back and do that. They're probably just going to give us a bit of a break from it because we've done a bunch of Void stuff already. You know, we've had this storyline. Alright. Whew. You're not in my debt. You're fine.
Now, would you clean up fucking Mars? The place looks ridiculous.
Well, that's that. There's still more story to just wrap up some loose ends and then, you know, get the prelude into Dawn Trail set up, but none of that involves any duties, so except for one solo duty, which I might record even though it's not one where you play as somebody else. I might just do it anyway, just to kind of show it and give like wrap a little bow on this series after the Gilded Araya.
I think I remember it annoying me.
I'm pretty sure you get to beat up a bird is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the bird sucks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that though.
Well, we'll see. Thanks for watching, and next time, I believe... Yeah, it should be Thalia next, so see you for that.